Elev8 at 6 Mountain Time. For the 8 Eastern. Come join us. We've got some awesome stuff to talk about. Millies, micro. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. I'm so excited to talk to him about these millies. Show this off real quick. That's our giveaway that's live on our page right now for this beautiful Micros Workshop pendant. Solid glass with a nice little bail on the top. Sturdy, sturdy. Oh, goodness gracious. What else cool can we show you? There's a little Dave Strobel millie action on those cool fish. Cool fish.
We got a lot of people joining.
Let's get Steve in here now, see what Steve's up to over at the studio.
Let's get him in.
Steve.
He isn't quite in here yet.
He's not in here yet. Oh no.
That's okay. We got Micro.
Micro's in here. We can just jump right in if we need to.
Let's go with that.
Cool.
What's up, guys? Thanks for joining.
Yeah. Welcome to Elev8.
What up, Micro?
Hey, how's it going?
Yo,
How are you doing today?
pretty good. A little bit hectic, but it's kind of par for the course, I guess.
Yeah.
Hi,
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
it's a me micro.
It is you.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a crazy day today, but that's kind of about how it normally goes around here. So that's all right.
Awesome, awesome. So, could you tell me a little bit about the work that you do, known as millies or marinis or millifuries? How did you get started with that, with glass blowing? It's not something that most glass blowers dive right into right away. How did you get started with making millies?
Like I kind of did dive into it right away. Not like through making them right off the bat, but like, you know, I started blowing glass in '98. So it was definitely like a super secretive thing. Then there was like nowhere you could look information up of any sort. So like, you know, like Fish Tour was like a main source of information for like, you know, just figuring stuff out. And this was like that summer that I started in '98, and I saw
Summer
fish.
'98 was some good fish. Summer '98 was some good fish.
For sure, for sure. And yeah, I don't know even who made them. I don't even think they told me at the time, but there was a glass blower there that had like some like simple millies for sale. And one of them was like a fish skeleton and you know, like some bullseyes and stuff like that. Yeah. And I was just, oh wow, like this is like this super rare prep that I'm never gonna have a chance to get my hands on again. So I bought some, and that was like, I mean, maybe 2 weeks in. And then that kind of like got put into my work right off the bat. And so like immediately it was like, all right, what do I have to do to figure this out? And so I tried to make a bullseye and like, you know, like back then the colors were like, you know, not the super poppin' cadmium colors that we have now. So it was like, you know, like rust and there was like white and like caramel, you know, like really like, kind of like black, kind of
tone, kind of bland colors.
For sure, you know, it was the exploratory phase. They were still figuring stuff out. So, big up to all those people that did figure all that stuff out because now the colors are a lot better. So that helps a lot. But anyways, I made this bullseye, and it basically like I pulled it down, and it looked like a T-bone steak, like exactly. It was so horrible. It was like totally something different. So I just told everybody, oh yeah, that's my T-bone steak millie. Check it out. And everyone's like, damn, that's sick. So my first millie was like a total lie sham.
And that was like right after you started blowing glass? You started making...
Yeah, it was like, I would say within the first month, probably.
Wow.
Like,
that's really cool. I don't hear that very often from glass blowers going straight into the millies.
Yeah, and I mean, it pulled me in right away. Like glass for me is... largely like the puzzle solving part of it is like what pulls me into it so much. So millies are like kind of like in my mind, like a high form of that, like just intense mind puzzle solving activity that also pairs with a physical part too. So yeah, I don't know. It's just really like I like the challenge of it.
Very cool. So what does like your process look like? Do you plan all these millies out before you build them, or do you just jump right in from scratch, not really knowing how it's like what your color scheme is going to be, or do you plan it out on paper and then strategically build it, saying
Certainly,
it's like a puzzle?
like certainly you can do it every way, you know, like
Yeah.
and it's like you know, for example, if I was giving a demo of an eye or something, I wouldn't have to draw it out. It's just like, okay, I know how to put this together.
Yeah.
I would say like 98% of the millions that I make, I basically have a process that I go through, and I kind of lay this out. I did a webinar with Glasscraft a few years ago. It's still out there somewhere. I don't even know if they're in business now, but at any rate, kind of laid all this out there, so I won't dive into it real deep. But basically, using Photoshop, I take an image and then I break it into cells of color, and then I print out like a lowered opacity version that I can actually like with the printed sheet of paper draw on it. Like this is part one, this is part two, and I generally like start at the center and kind of build my way out. Is kind of generally how I do it. So you know, and like stuff that's more complicated, like Mario, for example. I just kind of went through this with my neighbor the other day. They're like, "What do you mean? Like you stretch it out?" And it's like it's so much more than just stretching it out because it's like I'll start and I'll make just the eyeball. So it's like a black dot in the very, very center. And then there's like in that example, there's blue around that. And then there's a thin black border around that blue, and then white, and then another thin black border. And then that all gets pulled down, cooled in the kiln. The next day I go back, chop it up, and then I can assemble that together and build like the head, you know, along with a couple of other components that I might have made on other days. So then I pull the head down, and then, you know, after going through a similar process, the body and the cape, then I put those components all together and then pull all that down. So it's like a repeat miniaturization process would be like the best way I could describe it.
Whenever customers ask me like how do they do that, I try to point them like the Japanese candy is like the most common thing that people have seen that is the same concept where you're laying colored rods basically and pulling it thin and cutting slices that show a cross section of that image that you built.
Absolutely, yep.
I
Yeah,
also
female
done with,
that people see too, but you know, like that definitely helps people understand the idea and like like I think like a modern way that you can explain it too is like if you take a web resolution image, like a 72 dots per inch picture from the internet, that's, you know, like the size of a sheet of paper, and you tell Photoshop, convert this to 300 dots per inch, it'll give you a tiny, tiny little thumbnail of a picture. It doesn't actually change any of the information that's there. It's the same dots. It's just actually displaying them in a way that miniaturizes the whole thing. So you're taking the same thing, like when I build a millie, it's, you know, like one of the small coffee cans, like a pretty big chunk. And, you know, that would just be the eye or whatever. And then that gets pulled down to 1/10 of the scale and then rebundled and then pulled down 1/10 again and pulled down 1/10 again to where, you know, after like 3 or 4 layers of pulling it down, you actually like start to lose the details. So you kind of have to plan accordingly. But it looks finer and finer the further you go.
Gotcha. So how long does it take to make say like just the head of Mario? How long would that take you?
A head, I could probably do in a day. Like if I had the eyes done in advance, it's probably like something like 8 to 10 hours. Most of the Marios I did in 2 or 3 days, depending on like how complicated, how many parts. But some characters like that you wouldn't think are that crazy take a really long time. Like Princess Peach, I spent for sure a month on. And I mean, there's all this stuff that like you have to look so close to even catch it. Like you almost need a microscope. Like there's individual curls in her hair and stuff that if you're looking at a slice of it that's 8 millimeters tall, you're never gonna your eye can't even pick that up. So at some point the detail like gets like not worth doing to such a high level. But
the human eye is only so good.
right. But at the same time, like if somebody actually wants to get out a microscope or like some kind of means of magnification and look at it, like and they are pleasantly surprised by the detail they find, then that's like makes my day for sure. So.
Yeah. What's your favorite millie that you've made? Do you have a favorite character that you've put together over the years, or image, or anything like that? Because I know you do the layered images too.
I mean, so yeah, like I started with Super Mario 3, and that was like basically like one level at a time. I kind of went through the whole thing, and then got to the end of it, and I was just like, well, I want to keep just doing Mario, so I switched to Super Mario World, and that was the point at which like you can actually like I guess I didn't really announce it, but like you can actually see in the work, like the jump, a similar jump like 8-bit Nintendo to 16-bit Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to show that like extra level of detail or whatever. So like I would say like some of those are probably my favorite millies. Like the that Mario with the cape is one of my favorites just because it came out super clean. I think that's the head of that you have there.
A full body Mario with the cape right here.
So I'll make like the head or whatever, and then like I said, I'll pull that down to say 50 millimeters in a size where I can bundle it. Oh, that's the entire thing. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you had just that. Or maybe it was a different pendant.
That was a different one.
Yeah, that's the exact millie I'm talking about. So like yeah, I mean that one just has a good combination of like pop and colors, and like that's part of why I chose it as a theme originally. It's just like it's such a bright, well designed, really colorful, universally recognizable too.
Yeah, it's got the nostalgia factor
for sure
for so many people.
Yeah, I'm definitely a child of the '80s. That was like my first video game system of any sort, and like had to save all my own money from like mowing lawns and shit, and finally got it. And I don't think I walked away from it for like 2 years after that.
Wow.
That's all right.
What's your favorite Mario game then?
Probably Super Mario World. Super Mario 2 is pretty awesome too. Like being able to pluck the vegetables out and throw stuff is pretty cool. And like I like being able to choose your own character. Like truthfully, like there are so many new ones that I haven't even played. Like I haven't even played Paper Mario. People are gonna probably crucify me for saying that, but that's like supposed to. I mean, I've seen like visually, I've seen it, but like I haven't played all the way through that one yet. I don't know. There are so many. I mean, one can get really lost.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
definitely.
here talking. Keep talking.
Do you do the like the hidden like the secret levels too?
Yeah, for sure. Like Super Mario World, my kid and I have been going through and doing like all the Star Road ones, and like hitting all the Switch palaces is super important because it makes all the rest of it super easy. But yeah, like truthfully, like I think people think that like I'm just like mad playing Mario like 24/7. But that is not the case. I just have so much million things going on. I hardly have time for video games at all. So I play a lot of sim racing. I have like here I can show you guys. It's fucking here. So I have this all set up, which is like, wow. Basically like I straight up use it for like training. I race cars part time too. And then over here we got slot car track too, like a little league. Wow. There's like 10 people. Captain Crunk's on the league too. A couple other local. And this is our bar. And a little rec room. I live in an old little music room in here too. Actually, let me flip the record while I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your studio. I've heard a little bit about your stuff that you got going on over there.
So basically, it's such a long story, but my dad and I bought this building. Um, yeah, a little music room in here. Like 8 years ago, I guess. Just flip this around. I don't know why my camera's not flipping now. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we bought this building like 8 years ago. It was essentially like an abandoned like a bad kid school. Like where you
Yeah.
like if your kids are like so naughty that you can't handle them anymore and you like send them away, like you deal with them.
Boarding school.
So there was like straight up jail cells in the basement, which is really crazy.
Whoa.
Lock a grown up in there and there's no fucking way you get out. Super creepy. But yeah, we spent like almost 2 years renovating it and just basically gutted the entire thing and made 2 apartments. The downstairs one is like a 3-bedroom, and the upstairs one is like a 3-bedroom, and then we get this like rec room and stuff. JFL actually rents the downstairs apartment, and then what was the like the gymnasium / lunchroom. I cut like a huge hole in the side of the building, put a beam in, and then a garage door. So we made that a 6-car garage instead, which is nice if you're into cars and stuff.
Yeah, I know you are.
For sure. I mean, it's definitely gotten like worse now that we've had all the room to spread out and get properly messy too. So
yeah, definitely.
And then on like what was the commercial kitchen that powered the lunchroom and everything is like now the studio.
Oh, nice.
It's basically like a big stainless steel vent hood, like 15 by 5 that was like $100,000 hood. It's like over the stoves and all that kind of shit. And so we got all the stoves and everything with the building, just sold that stuff and built a bench like directly underneath it. And basically that's the shop now.
That's genius. Is it just you and JFL in the shop there?
No, one other guy, and then I've got let's see, I've got an assistant, and JFL girlfriend Dakota helps out a little bit too. But yeah, our buddy Ben also rents the center spot. So yeah, it's basically like three workstations, and then mine's kind of like deluxe on the end, with the lathe and everything. I can actually walk you guys. I can show you too. Sorry, I had to take a sip.
What you drinking?
Sapphire and tonic today. It's cocktail hour here.
It's Friday. I don't blame you one bit.
Absolutely. I mean, I still got a lot of work to do, but there's no reason I can't have a cocktail now.
Yeah, of course. Literally no reason.
Yeah, I actually last week I've been kind of running around all week because last weekend my one race car I've been working on for a million years during the race caught on fire and blew the motor. So I've been like scrambling to put this other junkyard motor in it and also work on some collabs and just got some new merch in. And yeah, so that family, whatever. It's crazy. Like, I feel like despite being like kind of Corona times or whatever, I'm just like so far behind on everything. Like, it did not, like, I'm not caught up on anything because of this. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some businesses and artists that didn't have it affect them really. It seems like.
Yeah.
You mentioned working on some collabs a second ago. Do you have a favorite artist that you've collaborated with, or a favorite collaboration that you've made?
I mean, man, there's a lot of fun ones for sure. I mean, like, I guess like favorite artist to work with, and then like favorite piece are probably 2 different things, I guess.
For sure.
But like favorite piece, I would probably say the disc leader I made was Eugene, and truthfully, he is one of my favorite people to work with too.
He seems like a super down to earth dude.
Yeah, very easy to get along with and amicable and flexible in a lot of ways for sure. Although I will say I think my favorite artist to work with is probably Salt, just because we ended up cracking wise the entire time and like just laughing the entire time, like my side by the time
Having
I
fun
up.
and
So
making amazing art at it while at the same time.
oh, for sure, yeah. Always like I especially when I work with him, I feel like the pressure to like really create something special.
Yeah. What's the most time that you've spent on a single piece?
Uh, honestly, I've probably spent more time on a single millie than a single piece. Like the Bowser millie that I did for the final battle scene was like more than a month and a half, and like not by choice. Like it's just like every little part. Like I was talking about miniaturizing the little eyes and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that dude, like like spikes on his back, and then like the toenails and the fingernails like look pretty similar, but not exactly. Oh, nice.
At this point. Yeah.
So I didn't even realize that you guys had that piece.
This is the what's this color? Glow stick, I think, is this
Yep,
this
yep.
white color?
It's there.
Oh, the light's too bright. Maybe if we go over here, we can show it off a little. Still a
Yep.
little bright in here, but you can see it lighting up a little bit. UV
But yeah,
reflector color.
I think like a single piece, like I mean, I've probably not spent more than like 2 weeks on a single piece. Like, like that's kind of just partly my working style too. I mean, like
Yeah.
micro applies to the work that I do too. Like I like to try to keep things kind of small and like even I mean, especially like for millies, like there's a lot of time to go super, super huge and just do these massive pulls and like you get a huge yield from that for sure. But like I guess I mean, fuck, I've been doing this for more than 20 years. So like at some point you learn like the pace that you work at, like
Yeah.
optimal. Like if I go super big and I make a millie that's like 5 pounds, it's like awesome, like yeah, okay, I just spent these 2 or 3 days or whatever building this. But then like it's so saps the life out of you doing that pull and especially like doing the initial pull to get it to like a workable size, and then taking those bars and then individually stretching them to 5 pounds. You can't stretch your arms wide enough to make it a usable weight. So
Yeah.
after expending all of that energy over the course of a few days, you're just done. Like
Dealing with all that heat.
Like straight up, like you're laid up on the couch with edible movie time. Like, don't talk to me. So, like, I just in the spirit of being regular with my family and my work day and whatever, I kind of go a little bit smaller and I'll pull down like 1 to 2 pound millies, and I can do that every day forever. So
yeah.
it doesn't. It's hard, but it's not going to kill me, and it doesn't. I don't feel like it's like whomping it out of me altogether.
Gotcha. Do you prefer to consume flour or concentrates?
I like concentrates, but I mean, like we don't live in a medical state, so we don't have quite like the same access that like you Coloradan folks do.
Yeah.
But like, it's kind of like a when in Rome thing. Like when I'm in Colorado or the Bay and they have just the super fire trees, like I'll fuck with that there.
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
if it's not, a place where there's just like good weed all over, then I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I'm flexible. I mean, honestly, I go like long stretches where I don't smoke at all to like deal with racing or whatever. I definitely like can shut it off like a lot more easy than most people can. But I don't know. That's me.
Gotcha. What's your favorite way to consume? Do you like to like a dab straw or rig or e-nail or?
Let's say rigs. We've got, I mean, all kinds of stuff around here. We're always like kind of testing new designs and stuff like that too. But yeah, we've got like a bunch of different shop recyclers like that. But yeah, like not particularly bound to one design or another, I guess.
For sure. What sort of things can we look forward to the future of Micro's workshop?
So I'm wrapping up like maybe 5 or 6 different collabs and then a couple last little orders. And then well, so I guess let me back up just a little bit. I am doing one more epic millie that'll be essentially like a full scene of mine, but it'll just be in one millie. Just as like a final closer thing. And those are gonna be like super giant. Like I don't intend on pulling that image down very big. I want to keep them like really big, like
Big,
two
big
2 inch by 3 inch, yeah, something like that. And then cold work all the individual slices into like little framed things, and then close it out that way. But then right after that, I'm gonna start production on basically what the next series is, which I don't have a name for yet, but it's basically like continuing to make like layered millie images, layered millie scenes out of images, but they're going to be basically like of my own design. And you know, like Mario's great, but like it definitely like it doesn't tell as much of a story as I would like it to. And I think like I've been kind of seeking out like a means of like just coming up with something completely unique that I can include like a little tiny book with that it explains the entire story and shows it and like shows the character's journey through whatever. I guess I've been missing like that like part in my art, so that's kind of like what I'm trying to fulfill.
That's very cool. I'm looking forward to that. That sounds like that'll be super, super interesting.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm super excited to start making it for sure. It's been a long time coming, and I've got some of the initial stuff drawn up, but like not all the way in production planning. But soon.
Cool. Do you want to talk about your racing a little bit before we let you go? I know that's a pretty big part of your life as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this year is kind of a big year for me. I mean, I just like I got into it just as something to do in my off time, and I've been lucky enough to be sponsored by a bunch of different glass companies. Aqualab out in California sponsored me for my first few years and kind of kept me rolling, and like all different like glass industry and pipe industry people have kind of like directly and indirectly kept me rolling through it. So it's just been really cool. I've like literally started racing in parking lots around here, and you know, this year I'll be in the national championship for SCCA majors. So it's you know, it's not that crazy of a thing, but it's like it's a pretty big goal as a driver for sure. Especially
to
having
accomplish that and make this awesome glass at the same time is pretty astounding.
it's not always easy to keep it all afloat, but I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm a family man, so I got a kid and a wife, so yeah, stay busy.
Sounds like it. Well, thanks a lot, Micro. I think that's just about all I got for you. Do you have anything else that you want to add or talk about?
No, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for hopping in with us.
And looking forward to visiting the store next time if I come out there too.
Heck yeah. We look forward to meeting with you and getting some more cool shit from you.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Peace out, Graham. We'll talk to you guys soon.
See ya. Super fun. Super fun. That was awesome. And now let's get Johnny in here. See what Johnny has to say for himself.
With Elev8.
Oh,
I
there he
gotta
is.
follow Micro. What up, guys?
Johnny, what's up? How you doing?
Oh, snap. What's up, y'all? Yo, Cincy Adventures. She wants to see the pieces again. She wants to see those pieces again, bro. Yeah, we need a light so that we can show those, because those are badass. Hey, what up, Rob? Thanks for joining, Rob. Hey, by the way, Micro, thank you for hopping in, man. That was awesome just listening to y'all talk like that. And his attention to detail is just crazy. You could tell that each
Hi,
piece
Rob.
is
This
going
is
ham.
smooth,
But yeah,
man.
what's up, y'all? I'm Johnny. I am a
Look at how small that says
wholesaler
micro
for
right
Elevate
there. It's
Distribution.
microscopic. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
We do have a micro giveaway, and we have a bunch of stuff on our website, Elevate Glass Gallery, where you can get it 15% off for using the coupon code for watching. It's just Elevated8. That's the coupon code. So all the micro glass you see, we carry a lot of amazing stuff. Go to our website, elevateglassgallery.com. 15%
This piece
off.
comes with a case too. Comes in a nice Pelican case. Maybe
That's
not
right,
Pelican.
baby.
It's an attic case.
Elevateglassgallery.com. So actually, we just got, and I wish I had it, but we got these new cool rigs in. We got a lot of stuff happening over at Elevate. So be sure to check us out. Be sure to give us a like and hit us up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Send your local head shop to Johnny.
I was
Tell
about
them
to say, yeah. Look, anybody that has a local head shop around, please let them know. Hit us up. Hit us up. Hey, she wants to see one of the pipes too, to the left more.
which one.
So yeah, but we wholesale a lot of this stuff. We work with amazing glass blowers. We'd love to collab. We collab with a lot of people on our vaporizers because that is what we and I do. But I'm gonna take a little dab while you keep showing off your thing. And this is our little mini beaker. This is only $80. So, and it
Whole
can be
bunch of cool
customized
minis.
to where like you could get a badass marble, an American marble, so you're supporting American glass blowers. Um, that head shop, Dro 352. That head shop, Chris. What time you open till 6? Right during the COVID times.
Yeah, we closed before we started this video.
Yeah, but open at 11, close at 6. Those are our head shop hours. But if you want, go to, yeah, the new tentacle rig is cool, man. Those are online at Elevate Glass Gallery. Go online. Go use the coupon code. Go use that coupon code and get a discount on that. Cause yeah, we wholesale it. We distribute. We got grinders. I got this rig, and this is made by SSV Steve himself, man. So that's what's cool about our company is we were started by Steve, the glass blower,
Yeah, he
a
made
glass
the
blower.
silver surfer vaporizer. He invented these.
Yeah, exact that thing, and that aroma top
Why
on
does
there is
that one
badass
belong?
too.
This one.
You can vape dab and diffuse. It's one of the only ones that does
Yeah,
that.
go on.
And
Prototype number
I
one.
wanted to mention also that like if we've said anything that y'all like any terms or stuff like that, if they talk about it, you can you can find any of these terms, class terms, techniques, millie. What is a millie? What is multi-layer line work? What is all this stuff? Go to Elevate Glass Gallery, and we have terms and stuff like that where you can check it out.
This vaporizer right here, prototype number one. This thing has been on for 16 years, 17 years, something super ridiculous like that.
We have people that will use will tag us in posts that say they've had their vape on for 12 years.
Yeah, it happens. I have a pretty regular customer who comes in to buy tubing, and I think he said he hasn't even clicked his off in at least 8.
This is an American made dab, carb cap,
I
American
know
made
that
rig.
for a fact that Steve has shot a bullet through one of these things. And
Yeah, man.
kept on
I
shooting.
know. And people like I'll have people come over and I have my vape set up and they're like, all right, I'm about to leave, and they're like, are you gonna turn it off? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna put my aroma top on it and make my room smell good.
What's up? So it smells like dandelions when I get back.
I know. So yeah, look, we got it. We got that micro giveaway again. I just wanted to point that out again. Got that micro giveaway. So
This
go
one right
check
here.
that out. Go follow
This
Elevate underscore glass underscore. The guy that's hosting this. Go follow them. Tag 2 friends. Also, please, if you're not in the Colorado Springs area, let your local head shops know to hit Elevate distribution
to
up
us.
to get more stuff. We have our own artist, our own Elevate Premier artist, Beauty of Six. So thanks for
Hint,
joining.
nudge,
By the
nudge.
way,
We are going to have one of our own artists in the video with us next week.
that's right. We have Jeff.
Not going to spoil it. Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
of course. I want everyone to know. We got the man. But
wow.
and if y'all haven't seen some of Micro's work, please go look at his stuff. It's crazy. Like his I get what he was saying about the Mario, where it doesn't speak this whole story of what he's trying to.
Yeah, he
But
doesn't.
still,
He
it's
can't tell a
unbelievable.
story with it. He's just retelling the story.
Yeah, it's just, dude. And I always say this. I'm like, I can barely do a marble on the torch. So
Yeah.
doing a millie, and if you don't know what a millie is, go to elevateglassgallery.com. Check it out. Doing a millie is just like even more meticulous, even more micro detailed. So it's pretty clever to have a Micro as his name.
Yeah.
We
Well
do
thought out.
have Lyric Glass, and we have showcased it. We did a collaboration with Lyric Glass
Yep,
not
we do
too
with
long
Lyric
ago at
Glass.
all, as a matter of fact.
This Little Mermaid right here, that's Lyric and Obi Wook glass.
So yeah, guys, thanks for
This
joining.
mermaid right here, this is Lyric glass. A little spoon pipe right there from Lyric glass.
This right here, American Glass rig. You can take this out, put bowl in if you want. This is a quartz banger that we also sell wholesale. Yeah, and that's right. Steve Lyric makes our Elevate doll pendants. So
I've got one of these
any
right
of
up
our,
here.
our doll pendants that you guys see, those are done by her.
These ones right here.
She's awesome too.
This mermaid tail is her as well, actually.
Right. So yeah, go check out our new tentacle rigs. Those are badass, man. Go check out our Micro giveaway. Go give us a follow on Elevate Glass Gallery, please, and join us every Friday as we do these Elevated 8s. We do them every single week, and we have a coupon code with it for 15% off. He's in our head shop. I am a wholesaler, so if you're a head shop, or tell your head shop to hit us up. Tell your local head shop, hey, there's a guy named Johnny who can sell you some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
So please let them know, and thank you guys for the support and joining.
Absolutely. We got to keep rolling, Johnny. It was good talking to you, man. Have a good one.
Yeah. Peace out, guys. Love y'all. Have a good one. Stay elevated. Higher mind, body, and spirit, baby.
Cool. That's good. What's up?
Hey,
How's it going?
good, Chris. That was freaking awesome with Micro there.
It was
It was-
super fun to talk to him. Super fun.
Yeah, he's a real down there dude, man. That's for sure.
Absolutely. You can tell he's super passionate about what he does, whether that's the glass or the driving or his family. Passionate dude.
Yeah, I think that's sometimes artists, the passion drives them to the art, and just, I gotta imagine racing is also an art form, like.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah.
What are you working on today, Mr. Steve?
I'm pulling my stringers or my twisty colors for my trippy tech.
Nice.
So what is trippy tech made of? A couple of different glass floor terms we can find on Elevate Glass Gallery. And the first one, we just use colored rods. And we stack them around another piece, and then we melt it all down back into one rod. And I take 10 rods. And then I twist it up, and I start out with by hand, and now I use a drill and shit, but twist that up into a twisty color. Some people call that a filigrana, but it's not a filigrana. Filigrana is
the line inside of it, correct?
Yep, exactly. And I think a filigrana is actually just one line, and then you do that, and then you create, I think, some kind of
Ballatini, I think it is.
something like that. We'll figure it out. I don't make
It's
them
an
much.
Italian word. It's an Italian word. Something.
Yeah.
Too many Italian words in glass blowing. I'm just kidding. Marini, those
So,
are like a 2,000-year-old glass technique. Almost 2,000.
a Marini?
Marini, millies. Millie.
Oh, right. So there's Marini, and then there's also
Millie Fiori.
well, Millefiori. So those are two different things. Millefiori and Marini. Marinis are like faces and stuff like that, and then Marinis are kind of the same thing, but they're different.
And you got the Millie Fioris, the flower, and then a Marini as a fish. Millie Fiori in Italian means 1,000 flowers.
Yeah.
When you make a millie, you take one image of a flower, you cut it up, and you get not maybe 1,000, but a bunch of them.
Yeah, and then they stack them all together in like paperweights and stuff like that. So as glass blowers, we don't always do that. We take those 1 milli and then just create it into and keep it like that, kind of.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyways, go ahead.
Have you made your own millies before? Have you worked with Marini or millies?
Yeah, I've only really made some. I tried to make a tool milli, and that was my first milli I ever made, and I learned a whole lot. It does say tool, but you know not quite right. And I've made some eyeball millies before. I think those are some of the first millies some blowers will make, are like eyeballs and shit.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't done a whole lot of it. That I feel like to become a milli master, you kind of got to do what Micro does and really devote a lot of time and energy. Yeah.
That makes sense. Considering the amount of time that this technique requires, you can only make, like you said, 1 milli in a day at best.
Right, and then like he was saying, it's not just that day. Like, what did that eye take? That eye took another day, and then to pull that, so it's
exponentially the time that it takes multiplied.
And it's not even the time. You also got to consider he's been doing this for 20 years. It's not a day. It's a 20 years and a day. So yeah, I like to always point that out.
His millie is like some of the cleanest I've ever seen.
By far.
Application and the millies themselves. Like, if you look at this tube here, like there's hardly any distortion on any of these millies.
No, that tube, when I got to see it when I was taking pictures of it, like, it's mind-boggling. Like, if you took the time it took to make each milli and do all that and put it together, I mean, you're talking like a year, maybe 2 years. I don't fucking know, but it's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It is.
So hell yeah.
Well, we gotta keep going, Steve, before we run out of time. It was great to talk with you.
Hell yeah, it was great seeing you guys. You guys are killing it. Thanks again for everything you guys do. And go check out the Micro giveaway, because man, it's it's crazy. Go check out the website. We got really big, beautiful pictures of it. Beautiful. All right, I'll see you guys later.
Have a good one, Steve. Enjoy your weekend.
Yep, you too.
Chris with a K in here now.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, Chris. How you doing tonight?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Good, man. What's up, guys? Chris here with Elev8, checking out with Elev8 Home. We're just here talking glass, talking millies tonight. Man, his work is amazing. His pendants are cool. Yeah, man. That's I love the Mario. I can't agree with him on Paper Mario. I'm gonna shred him for that one. He was right. Paper Mario, no. But man, if that's where you get your inspiration for, like, I can always see that like how his images are, maybe that helps because they're just like so flat. It helps to make it easier for him to reference drawing. But man, Mario All Stars is the best Mario of all because it's got all of the Marios. It's got Mario 1, 2, 3, 4, and Mario All Stars. Guys, thanks for joining us. Also, if you guys haven't already, go check out Elev8glassgallery.com. Use that code ELEVA today. Get yourself 15% off. If you guys don't understand any of those terms, you guys want to learn more about glass, any of that, check out Elev8 Glass Gallery. Check out our blog. Also, check out Elev8university.com. Get y'all trained up like we are. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
we're talking about all kinds of things tonight. I've got my handy dandy wax maxer here. Man, I swear by this thing. I bring it everywhere for me. It's the best portable vape out there. It just doesn't burn your concentrate, and that's always a key.
Keeps that flavor. That's my favorite part about it.
Exactly.
Plus the little dab tool, the mouthpiece, and
Oh man, like
there's so
do you know
much
how many
awesome-
times I have taken this thing, like, or like I've taken my poker for other things, like I have to put it in like my wallet, or you put it in a pocket. You go to like put more wax in it, and you're like, ugh, like there's just like a bunch of hair and stuff. You gotta burn it off, and then you're still putting like burnt hair into your wax, and it just tastes so gross. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's horrible.
Dab tool. That's big time.
Yeah, that shop is amazing. Come check it out. Also, you can check. I mean, if you go onto our website at theelevatedglassgallery.com, you will literally see most of that. And we can always give you a virtual tour. Talking about millies, man, like a window, you always got to take a millie to make a window. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Millie has a window on this pipe right there.
Yeah, man, it's such cool, intricate work. It takes so much time and effort to make the windows. Like all my pipes have them. I love the amazing dot work. What's your favorite piece that you have of micro right now?
In the shop? Oh,
Yep.
it's pretty hard to argue with this.
We had a question earlier. How much is that tube?
This tube is 3,200 and it comes with a case.
Man.
We also have at our downtown location, Nico Craig and the Micro collab.
That's really cool. Guys, I hope you're all blazing with us tonight. No, man, my cat sheds all over the place, and I'm sure everybody else that has a pet here deals with that same thing. I just got hair on me, and then I'll like set it down, and then you gotta, it's just, it's something you gotta deal with, right?
Yep.
I love my animals, so it's okay.
Animal lovers.
Yeah, gosh, getting their hair in their wax. I've had some bad ones where you like pull a stringer up, and you're like, ooh, am I gonna hit that?
Ooh, gross.
Definitely doing it.
Been there, done that. Not dog hair, but no, it's not no dog hair anymore.
Children as payment, that is a firstborn right there. But it's art. I'm gonna pull it out one of these nights here soon. I'm gonna pull out my 6-foot Build-A-Bong. Man, my friend literally spent like $2,600 on it, and he went to move and he didn't know what to do with it, so I settled on $500, and he can have it back whenever he wants. But then now I have a 6-foot Build-A-Bong, but I have nowhere to put it because it's like art, and you send it out, and like I always have like little kids come over to my house. I'm like,
that's this big.
Like even this, I'm like, anytime I spend over like $150 on a piece, I'm like, it's so scary to like leave it out. Yeah, that piece is worth firstborn. What's the most expensive piece you have in there right now? I know people want to see that. Let's see that heady glass.
The piece that we have for sale is probably this one right here.
Gotcha. Ooh, yeah, that's a good
Kevin Murray
question.
And Grandpa Facets collab.
Man, that is some intricate work.
Got these really cool kaleidoscope opal faceted attachments on the sides. It's pretty astounding. The shark snake right here, that one's $5 grand. That one's another really awesome piece. One of my
Man, those are super cool.
Nico Cray, who's got.
Oh, is that the Little Mermaid? Oh, let's show that Little Mermaid.
It is the Little Mermaid.
I know we all got fans of here in Little Mermaid. I can admit it. Whole new world, baby. Whole new world. Oh,
The
little
only
flounder
one
in
is not
there.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, sorry.
Just so we're clear.
It's got a thingamajig on there, right? A what? What about the claw? Ooh, show us the claw.
The claw is not at this shop. We're over here at the east side. The claw is down at the
one.
west side shop, unfortunately.
That's
I
okay.
haven't
That's
even
okay.
gotten to see it in person yet. I'm very
Guys, if you
excited.
see anything you like, go check out elevateglassgallery.com. Use that code ELEV8 at 8. Gets 15% off. And that shows everything. And if you don't find anything on the website, you're like, man, I saw it in this video. We post these videos after the whole video. You can go through, take a little snapshot for us, email us, hit us up on the website. We'll get you to take care of us.
Over here on the east side. Ask us down at the downtown location. Hit us up on Instagram or Facebook.
We'll always get you guys taken care of. And make sure you go check out elevateglassgallery.com anyways. You got to learn all these terms.
You got to know what you're looking at.
Exactly.
Like Micro said, it's like a puzzle trying to figure out what a glass blower did. And if you know a little bit of terms and techniques, you can start to figure out how they made something crazy happen with the glass.
Exactly. Man, it's art. We keep saying it in the chat tonight. Like, I collect it for the art of it. Like, I just love the amazing techniques that go into that. You're like, how did you get that from that? And you just stuck your dots and blew it through. I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It's incredible work.
It is.
I love being a part of the Elevate family.
Guys,
thanks for having me.
Chris. We're gonna get kicked off here in a second by Instagram.
Yeah, you guys stay elevated tonight.
You have a good night, man.
My body and soul, guys. Thanks for having me. Everybody, peace out. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for joining, guys. We really appreciate all your support, whether that's through the website, on Instagram, or Facebook. If this is your first time watching, thanks for joining us. If this isn't your first time, thanks for coming back, and we'll see you again next week. Don't forget, elevate mind, body, and spirit. Check out our website, use the coupon code, check out Elevate University, and don't forget to enter in our giveaway on this page, elevate_glass_gallery. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We'll see you next Friday. Have a good one.